y'all. So I got a good word. I have a bit of a revelation. Oh, my legs hurt. You guys, who's been working out? Have you been working out? Oh my lord. Let me just stop playing like I didn't been working out like crazy. I literally just did some yesterday. I did a couple squats and my legs are burning, okay? Not that I've been working out this whole quarantine season. I'm not I haven't been doing that, you know. But I just exercised yesterday and my legs are like burning. All right. I had to share that with you. I don't know why I had to share that with you, but I shared that with you. And now let's share something else with you. Got a bit of a revelation. A lot of us don't like correction. Yeah, she going there. A lot of us don't like correction. We view correction as, oh, you don't love me, oh, you don't like me, you don't like me when I'm giving you correction and I'm giving you a word that's going to help your life. Oh, you don't like correction. You like, oh, I don't like you, I don't love you. When that's not biblical. Let's start there. There's a scripture that says God chastens. God, let me look up the scripture. Let me give y'all the scripture in case you don't believe me. God chastens. It says chastens those he loves. For whom the Lord loves, he chastens. Chastens meaning discipline. Hebrews 12:6. I'm going to read this version in the NIV. Because the Lord disciplines the one he loves, and he chastens everyone he accepts as his son. I'm going to look up the word chasten so you guys can know. This is how I do studying. Chastens meaning rebukes of a rebuke, discipline, punishment, correction. You know why we don't like correction? Because it humbles us. You know why a lot of us don't want to hear about ourselves? Because it brings ourselves a little lower. This is going to be good to you guys. A lot of us don't like correction because we don't want to be lowered. We don't want to be, we don't want to bring ourselves down here. We don't want to be corrected because we up here. We got everything on. We're very prideful. We got everything all. We very self-righteous. We got everything all together. And we don't want to hear nobody's correction. And when we receive correction, we view it as that person is being hating, like they hating on me. They hating on me. They don't like me when you receive correction. Can I share something with you? There's some of these people that are in your life that God is giving you correction, that is giving correction through, giving you correction. They really love you. They have the love of God towards you. Some of you guys have not been receiving words from your pastors or ministers. And you're like, oh, well, they hating on me. He don't love me. He don't like me, whatever. Can I share something with you? God, in the model of God's love, God disciplines those he loves. He corrects, he rebukes those he loves. Think about a parent and child relationship for a second. Would you say a parent loves their child if a child is about to touch a hot stove and that parent rebukes them and says, "Don't touch that stove"? Is it love that they said that? Or would it have been love to allow them to go ahead and touch the stove? Would it have been love to allow them to go ahead and hurt themselves? Or maybe a better example. A child is headed off of a cliff and the parent yanks them and says, "Don't go over there yet. Don't go over there no more. I did not tell you not to do that." And they yank them. Now, is that love? Because what? The parent sees something ahead that could cause danger. And as a parent, out of their love, They give a word of rebuke. They say, don't do that. Now, you might say, oh, I don't like how they said it to me. I don't like the way they delivered that message. They could have been a little nicer. Some instances, it's not really required for someone to be a little bit nicer. Some instances are a matter of life or death. And they're giving you a word with an urgency. They're giving you a word with an urgency because they love you. God disciplines those he loves. In the same manner, we give correction, rebukes out of love. Here's the second part of our revelation. We got to get to a point that we start to really appreciate correction. It's going to be good to you guys. What does correction do? Correction provides an opportunity for you to be humble. This is going to be so good. Now, this is going to go over some people's heads. Correction gives you an opportunity to be humble. And what does the scripture says? God what? Exalts the humble and resists the proud. It says, humble yourself under the mighty hand of God, and in due time he will lift you up. There is a posture, when there's a posture of humility, you are in a better place to what? To be exalted, to be promoted. Some of you guys have not been exalted because you're so prideful, you're so haughty, you're so up here, and no one can correct you. And you're so prideful, and that's why God is not going to promote you, because you can't receive correction from people that he's sending you with the love of the Lord to give you a word of correction and rebuke. God says, I want you to start loving correction. Start appreciating correction, because it literally provides a ground for you to be humble. And what does it say? God exalts the humble but resists the proud. May we get to a point that we appreciate correction. That we're not so prideful. That we start to see correction out of a place of love. That these people are not just not telling you about yourself because they hating on you. They don't like you. They actually love you. And they love you a lot. They care for the well-being of your soul. That's it. May you start to cherish correction. Godly correction. In Jesus' name. Amen. Love y'all. Bye.